Offense moving in the right direction.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Smallwood. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Defense showing blitz. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
To throw is Mariota. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do?
And his first carry, he loses the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The tight end, Henry, here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 11. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Out
of the gun. They'll look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gardner. Second and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again. The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A first half update now from Philadelphia, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Toss play. This is Smallwood. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. Shedding the tackle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. An update now from Philadelphia, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Back down in Philly.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That is right. All right, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. An update now from Philadelphia. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They go play action. Mariota forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Roger Lewis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 31. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Play fake. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing. Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Play action now. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The tight end Henry here in motion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he'll bang that one through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Giants are starting to pull away in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Brooks trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 9 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And it's the Giants that wound up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Falcons, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.